Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Hall. I just recently graduated from the University of Maine with a kinesiology and physical education bachelor's degree, and I will be going on to graduate school here in the fall for human development. So I'm excited to be here taking this class with you guys, DIS 550. And I am here to answer session 1. Okay, so the first question, I apologize again, I'm using two computers here because my computer unfortunately does not have a webcam, so you'll see me looking over at my computer for my notes that I've written down. So here we go. So question 1. What is evaluation research, and how is it important for determining what is needed, what was done, and what the outcome was of disability-specific interventions? So I thought this was based on evaluation research. It's overlooking and analyzing what needs to be done to the patient, building, or etc., in order to best fit the needs of the individual or individuals based on environmental factors. It's key on the individual for best capabilities in the future to better the individual's well-being. So basically evaluating this person's life and what this person's needs are, and kind of honing in on those qualities or traits, and doing what's best pertaining to those traits to better the quality of the life of this individual. So, question number 2, what sources of knowledge are legitimate to define and evaluate disability issues and responses? I thought this question was kind of to the point here. Civil rights laws and disability laws. Sometimes, as Liz and Stephen mentioned, once in a while, is that these laws are somewhat vague and are somewhat they bring along a lot of conflicts, and lawsuits are filed and whatnot. But these are what we have in place and are a good starting point for individuals with disabilities, and keeping them as part of a society. So question number 3, do you have any examples of evaluation informing your daily life? To me, I'm constantly evaluating situations based on the best fit for myself. I'm weighing the pros and cons. For example, do I eat breakfast now so I'm not hungry at work later? Every day, I'm sure everybody has questions they think of themselves, and sometimes they spend more time on others. Sometimes they make quick decisions right on the spot. Sometimes it might not be the right decision, and you might regret it afterwards. But just constantly evaluating information for your daily life. Actually, the other day, I jotted this down as I was doing this assignment. When I was working at the YMCA, I worked there part-time in the fitness center. I had an individual come in who I actually worked with at the summer camp, Camp Capella, and he came in. I recognized him, and he is, I believe, paraplegic, and he has very limited mobility in his hands, and he's in a wheelchair, and he wanted to come in and work out. So I had to adapt and adjust to his body type, and I quickly had to make the decision and evaluate him based on his body type and what his capabilities were. And I was able to come up with a pretty neat idea with the cable crossover machine. We hooked in his elbows with 2 hooks, and we put on, I think, 40 pounds, and we had him doing this motion, up and down with his arms, and he was very excited to be doing that, and um, just to see him doing something that he may have thought he wasn't capable of was awesome. And he had me jot down how many reps he did and how much weight he did, and he was very proud, and gave me his email address, and I sent him all the information so he could kind of brag uh, to his friends and his workers and whatnot, and show him what we did. He was pretty proud of that and set some goals for him. So we did that, and I think that was a big example of evaluation on an individual. So moving on to question 4. Actually, one more point I wanted to bring up with that. You can also evaluate the pros and cons if you think deeper into that situation. Pros, I would be helping him get in shape and using my expertise and strengths in the fitness department, basically, and doing that, and that would be a pro for me. But is this ethical? In some people's minds, it might not be, because there's also cons of him getting hurt, and I would be liable for that. But at that point, I evaluated again and thought it was necessary for him to do what I thought he was capable of. So we went with that, and it worked out for the best. So, and the final question, number 4: what are ethics, and what do ethics have to do with evaluation? I thought this was all about utilitarianism. Do what is best for the most amount of people. But again, is this ethical? In some people's minds, it may be. If you look at disabilities as a whole, I'm not sure for a fact, but I can guess that most of the population does not have a disability. So in that sense, utilitarianism somewhat contradicting, because the human race, there are more individuals who aren't disabled, and there's some who are. Making the capabilities for them is essential in all situations, in buildings, etc., with access ramps, and so the ADA has a lot to do with that as well, and the Rehabilitation Act in 1973 as well. And the fieldhouse renovations, I keep bringing this up in prior classes, but I'm learning a lot pertaining to disabilities, is that they're doing renovations there on campus right now, and they have to do lots of things abiding to the ADA, Rehabilitation Act, and so on, that have to require certain, I guess, things they need to abide by to make the building handicap accessible. And what was mentioned was these renovations don't have to be put in place unless it requires financial hardship. So there's lots of cool ideas and lots of theory beyond these ideas, and justice is fairness. Beneficial is pertaining to society, is ways, some people might think a person is doing something that will benefit society, and some person may not think that it's benefiting society. It's all on, it's a personal decision. And virtues of a good person, different for individuals as well. Alright, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to working with you guys with this class through summer. Alright, thank you, take care.